When I did my coding bootcamp, I had an opportunity to drop out, get my money back, and just decide that the bootcamp wasn't for me. So in this video, I'm going to talk to you about my experience thinking about giving up on the coding bootcamp I was taking. My name's David, and today I'm a freelance web developer. I'm traveling in Seoul, Korea right now. Today just had like a chill day because the last couple of days was kind of tiring traveling around. So today I just took it easy, did some coding work at a Starbucks and ate lunch, and just now going on an evening walk when in the sunset, the perfect time to walk around. And I thought I'll make a video for you in this meantime. So when I did my coding bootcamp back in 2020, when I was talking to the sales rep about it, they had a refund policy that within the first week, so the bootcamp was a 3 months long intensive coding bootcamp, full time, and they had a policy that you have like a 1 week trial period, and if you decide that it's not for you, you can cancel the bootcamp and get your money back. You lose your deposit, but the main principal you get back. Or you can also drop out to a slower paced part-time bootcamp as an option as well. So going into this bootcamp, I knew it was going to be tough. I did some learning on my own beforehand, but still struggled. So I wanted to do a coding bootcamp. It wasn't like it was my very first experience learning the code. I did some self-taught resources before this, but nothing in like a paid school curriculum environment. So I knew it was going to be hard, and then I went in, and I quickly realized this is going to be a lot harder than I thought. The instructor went over the material quickly. There was a lot of material. Yeah, our instructor was very fast-paced about things, and then we're just learning the basics. So it's like the HTML, CSS, and I never realized how much there was to it, because I guess I never really tested myself that I knew the stuff. Like, they gave us assignments during class where we'll have breakout rooms. So in class, we kind of follow this format where the instructor would do a lecture for the first half of the day, and in the second half of the day there was assignments, and we broke out into breakout rooms with a couple of colleagues, and we tackle on this assignment. And then it really forced you to make sure that you knew the material or not. And just at the basic level, I couldn't really do it. I was not really solving this on my own. I was relying on my colleagues to help me with this, and most of them didn't know as well. Just depending on the TA or the instructor to come into the break room and kind of just break it down again, the concept that we just learned, so we can do the activity. And every single assignment was a challenge. And then we had our first assignment, and then after a couple of days, the instructor gave us our first weekly project that we do on our own, that we have to submit for grading. And I was even more lost about that. I thought, going into the boot camp, I thought the first couple of weeks would be easy of just learning HTML, CSS, but no, it was hard for me. And then the first assignment really challenged me, and I kind of learned the nature of coding assignments. The nature of coding in general is that things are vague. The ask for it is very vague, and you really need a, like, if you ask someone to code something, in your mind you have a vision for it. In the mind of the other person, they have a vision for it. And these two doesn't really match up well. So I also had like a hard time understanding even the assignment of it, not even the coding aspect of it. So I struggled with this. I got together, I asked for help with other colleagues on my coding bootcamp if they want to meet up to figure this out. And then we struggled, and then I kind of just depended on allow my classmates to get by this first assignment, and I was able to complete it. But I thought, gosh, this was just the first week. I struggled a lot with it. This is supposed to be the easiest part, and it isn't going. How am I going to do another 3 months about this? And I remembered about the opportunity to quit the bootcamp, get my money back. And I saw other classmates take that offer. I don't know if they changed programs or just got their money back, but I saw people left. The Slack count went down, and I thought, should I do it as well? I struggled so much in the beginning, so I just do the part-time bootcamp, or should I just not do this bootcamp at all? And I debated this a long time, and I decided, no, I'm not gonna give up. This is what I decided on. I already paid for this. I have to finish what I start, even if it's not gonna be pretty, even if it's going to be messy, the process, even if I have to hustle hard, even if things I don't do perfectly for this coding bootcamp. I need to finish what I started, because I was going through the phase of trying to figure things out. There were certain COVID times I was feeling lost, and I couldn't give up on the one thing that was giving me structure in this coding bootcamp. So I thought about the offer of giving up, but didn't. And I kept through it with the coding bootcamp. And things didn't get easier. It was a struggle the rest of the way through, but I did manage to complete it. Did manage to get a coding job. Did manage to now have my own business based on coding. And it all stemmed from my decision to not give up on the coding bootcamp. So if you're struggling with whatever struggle you're doing, whether it's coding, trying to get a job, trying to start a business, ultimately, if you want to succeed, you can't give up. It's that simple. You have to persist, you have to stick through it, you have to get help, you have to put yourself in an environment to succeed. And you know what you have to do. You just can't give in to these whims. So that's all I wanted to share with you today about my story of going through my coding bootcamp. If you need help coding as well, I coach coding. If you need help with a project, with an app, I'm a freelance web developer for hire. Just message me on Instagram, LinkedIn. You can message me about anything. If you just want to chat, I enjoy talking to you all, seeing what you're up to, and helping however I can. Thank you so much.